So I just went to Best Buy to get this mount for my phone because I figured I'd get one because I never really had one that really worked, and I saw this vent thing that kind of works. So hopefully it's not too unstable when I'm driving, but you know what, it's better than nothing. I just needed something to hold my phone, but at the same time I appreciate all the videos that are coming out. And Ron actually asked me why I sometimes leave YouTube, and I guess I'll make a video about that. And this thing shakes like hell. I'm sorry about that. It's probably gonna give you guys vertigo or something, but it's really just something to hold my phone, so it's not really made for videography, if you get my drift. But anyhow, yeah, I've been on and off YouTube for many years. You know, I get this flash of inspiration, and then I make videos, and I get really into it, and then I lose interest or what have you. And sometimes that happens. You run out of stuff to talk about, or you lose interest, or you get trolled a lot, and it's just life. And then life just gets in the way. You know, you got kids and you've got work, that's stuff you got to do. I went back to grad school for a little bit, did that, and then I went and lived my childhood dream. I went and got my trucking license, the CDL, and then I went driving for a little bit, and that was tough work. I might have to make a whole video about that experience, because even though I didn't do it for that long, I still feel like I completely captured a lot of what it takes to be a truck driver and how difficult it is. And I have a profound respect for that profession. I must tell you that it is tough. It's not only tough physically, but mentally too. It wears on your body, and I don't know. I have deep respect for people who've done it for like 40 years or whatever. It's tough. And the money wasn't out there like it used to be either, so that's something I heard from all the drivers all the time. Like some of them used to clear 3 figures and stuff like that, and now it's like, no, it's gone down now. Rates are not what it used to be. But why I came back to YouTube this time around is that I miss the camaraderie of YouTube. I miss the video response. I miss the discussions that we have, the sewing circle, because I feel like in this era of seemingly anti-intellectualism and people are unable to have a conversation with each other respectfully, I feel like that's all gone out the window, and nobody apart from our little group here seem to be able to talk to each other like normal people, respectfully. Do I agree with Lambdog all the time? No. Do I agree with Snedmeister all the time? No. Or have any other person out there. But I think we have a lot of similarities too. And what I like most is about that biblical thing about a spear as iron sharpens iron, with the spears thing or whatever have you. I don't know. I should know this, right? Because I went to divinity school. But I tend to ramble a lot when I'm trying to concentrate on other things too. But or that's just my mind too. I have so many thoughts in my mind, so it's kind of hard to process them all because they just pop up. But I think we're all similar in one way, in terms of that we're all champions of humanity, for lack of a better word. Because if we can be conservative, we can be liberal, we can be whatever, but deep down we all agree that we're all humans, so we want to have the best for our neighbors and our families. That's basically what it is. And what I hate the most is when politicians and elites and stuff, they want to destroy the family and the livelihood of people and make things even more difficult. I can understand what the Democrats are trying to do, trying to make things better for people, but the way they go about it sometimes is not right. And I understand conservatives, they want the best for the families too, but sometimes they go about it completely wrong too. And what it ends up is just always the corporations elite seem to be winning. But deep down, I think the majority of people want what's best for everybody. It's just difficult, it seems, to do stuff. And you ever talk to kids? Just a simplicity thing, like kids have it. That's why I love children so much, because they have the right idea. It's like, oh, all these hungry people, and then they're like, well, why don't you just feed them? It's like, you're right, why don't we just feed them? They don't have any clothes. Well, why don't you just get them some clothes? Like, oh, yeah, well, why do we have to complicate things? And it gets complicated because of government. So, you want to feed the homeless, you go feed the homeless, and then you get arrested, you get fined because it's not a license, you didn't come from a licensed kitchen and what have you, all these regulations. And believe me, I've worked for public health, so I know, I can understand why the government doesn't want all the people to go out there and just give people food, because one, you don't know how the food has been prepared, and two, you don't know how long that food has been out there. So there's standards. That's why you got restaurant inspections and stuff like that too. But I understand the deep, the kids don't think that deeply, but the gist of it, the idea of it is makes a lot of sense. We don't have to complicate things too much, but we do need to have some regulation. So that's why I came back to YouTube, because I love to have these deep discussions with people that are like-minded and can hold a conversation, and also bring up new things to talk about. So even Stedmeister, in his video response to me, brought up like the opiate crisis, and that's a whole nother video we can talk about too, and addiction and stuff like that, and how these depressed places were prescribed all this stuff, and then it also shows how powerful big pharma is, that you can get all these doctors to just write these scripts, and like they get paid for it. So it's a money-making scheme, and that's a whole nother discussion too. But see, just bringing that stuff up is awesome, isn't it? I love that stuff. I love the deep thoughts like I talked about, like we'll all talk about, which is the whole point of this sewing circle thing. That I didn't even come up with that thing. I can't remember who came up with that term, but it was Lamb Dog. Maybe it was Corey C. Who knows? I don't know. But I like things that prompt me to think for myself and to progress in my thinking. I hate people that don't educate themselves and progress in their learning. I'm not talking about going to grad school. I'm not talking, but I'm talking about, educate yourself on the issues. You always hear those liberals like, oh, you need to get educated. It's like, okay, buddy. But no, we do need to get educated. We need to understand some things, understand what people, because when other people talk, I try to listen for the most part, and then see their point of view. And if their point of view is wrong, then maybe I can challenge it. Or if I'm trying to defend my own point of view, I'd like somebody to poke holes in it so that I can get a better argument of it, And we won't always agree with everybody, and that disagreement is fine. It's like my girlfriend, I love her very much, but we have disagreements on theology. She's kind of like more Arminian, where I'm more Calvinist. If you guys are into Christianity, you guys will understand that dynamic there. So she's like, oh, well, you make a decision to, accept Christ into your life, whereas my perspective is like we're already been chosen since we're already formed, but then God draws us to Him, so there's that dynamic, and people have been arguing for centuries about that dynamic, free will and all that stuff. That's a whole that's a whole Encyclopedia Britannica theology right in there, so I'm not going to get into that. But that doesn't mean I love her less or she loves me less. It's just that we have this disagreement, but we love each other, So that's the thing that we can have. We can be liberals, maybe we can be conservatives, but we are better because we can challenge each other, and we can, you know, hopefully love each other as humans, you know. And that's why I came back to YouTube, because I miss the dialogue and I miss the people. And I'm hoping that by all of us making videos once in a while, because we do get burned out. I mean, just trying to look at some video responses and stuff like that, it's like, wow, that's a lot of challenging, you know, looking at all these videos and then also making video responses. But the beauty is, if we're all these different people, all of us can like randomly make a video. We'll have lots of stuff to watch, you know what I'm saying? So we don't feel like one person has to make all the videos, but so maybe Snitmeister makes a video and then I can make a video response a week later or something like that, you know, so we don't get burned out just trying to feel like we have to make videos all the time. You don't have to make videos all the time. But the problem seems to be you guys make such good content and videos that it makes me think a lot. So I want to just get a video up, but I'll try to get a video up once in a while. But like I said, I'm not gonna make I'm gonna make a video every day or every week or whatever. I'll make a video when I feel like making a video. And right now it seems to be I like to make videos, but that might change. But what have you? But for those people that listen this far, and you know, sorry for the rambling, but all these things are off the top of my head. But I appreciate everybody who watches. I appreciate everybody who makes video responses. I appreciate the comments below, because if you comment below, I will go and look at your channel, and then I'll write it down so that I know who all the people are in the kind of sewing circle, because I've forgotten some people, and I apologize for that. But if you leave comments, I will definitely go and write that channel down in my little notebook here so that I know who I can go and check videos. And if I haven't subscribed to you, I'll subscribe to you so that I will know. Because honestly, if just 1 or 2 people watch these videos, that means a lot to me, because I'm basically making the videos for you guys, not to grow a huge audience of followers or anything like that. I'm interested in 1 good follower that interacts with me. That's basically it, you know, and the fact that I have a few of them is even better, you know. But yeah, that's it. Kind of long video, kind of rambling, but I will see you guys later.